Meet Bob. Bob is an everyday guy who lives a normal kind of life with a normal family and a normal dog. One day, Bob decides to go out to watch the game with some friends. He goes to his favorite bar and has a couple of drinks during the game. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe three. After a couple of hours, it's time to head home. Bob feels fine. Then the worst thing happens. Cops pull him over, say he crossed the yellow line. Now Bob's in the slammer. Now Bob is home, and he's depressed. All he can think about is how his world has been turned upside down. And he and his family have a lot of questions. What are the laws? What are the punishments? Do I need a lawyer? And what's going to happen next? Because he's the sole provider for his family, Bob has tons of questions about his driver's license. He's read about the automatic suspension of his license, and he's got tons of questions about how this is going to affect his daily life and his wife's life, as well as everybody in his house. He's even more stressed, so he figures he's going to start doing some research and look up the laws, the penalties, and what information he needs to know now that he's facing a DUI charge. But that leaves him even more confused. There are tons of lawyers out there, and he doesn't know what the right one for him. So he decides to do a search for a Connecticut DUI attorney. The number one response he gets is Ruane Attorneys, and it looks like they have an office really close by. So he continues his research and looks up more information about DUI attorneys. Next up, he's looking for the highest rated DUI attorney in Connecticut. Presses enter, and what does the search response come up with? Ruane Attorneys. Once again, he's looking at Ruane Attorneys and finding out they've given out tons of information about the DUI process in Connecticut. Not satisfied, he decides to go with who's a DUI lawyer at his courthouse. What does Google tell him? Once again, it's Ruane Attorneys. They even wrote an ebook all about the DUI process in my courthouse. Every time he does his search, one thing keeps coming up. Ruane Attorneys. So Bob picks up the phone and makes a call to Ruane Attorneys.
Attorneys Ruane and Donardi's office. This is Nicole. How can I help you today?
So Bob explains his situation, tells Nicole all the facts, and she promises to get him on the phone right away with a lawyer that can help. She passes the call over to Attorney Ruane.
This is Attorney Jim Ruane. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. I will walk you through the process. My team is on your case.
After Attorney Ruane took the time to answer all of Bob's questions, he feels happy again. He's back with his happy wife and his happy life, and now Bob's world has turned right side up again. All is right in the world.